Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to Golden Grace. I'm so glad you're here. If you're anything like me, over 60, still sparkling, and curious about how to keep looking fresh without chasing every passing trend, then you're in the right place. You see, with age comes clarity. We no longer dress to impress the world, we dress to express who we truly are. And jewelry? It's one of the most personal ways to do just that. In today's video, I'm sharing the jewelry trends of 2025 that don't just look stylish now, but will still feel beautiful, elegant, and relevant 5 years from today. These are timeless treasures for women like us, women who care about quality, comfort, and meaning. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, I promise you'll feel inspired to see your jewelry box in a whole new light. And before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a tip that celebrates your style. While you're here, tell me in the comments, what city are you watching from today? Trend number 1, layered necklaces with personality. Now let's talk about the neckline, our secret canvas. Remember when one dainty gold chain did the trick? Well, 2025 is here and it's saying, why stop at just one? These days it's all about layering. Necklaces of different lengths, textures, and even eras. I've started mixing my chunky 90s rope chain with a tiny pearl strand for my wedding day. And to my surprise, it just works. It feels personal. It feels alive. The best part? You probably already have everything you need. Go peek into that jewelry box of yours. That old charm necklace your granddaughter gave you? Try pairing it with something bolder. Add a little contrast, a little sparkle. Suddenly, you're wearing a memory with style. It's a bit like jazz. Each piece has its own rhythm. And when you layer them just right, they play in harmony. Just like a woman who's lived, loved, and knows exactly what suits her. Trend number 2, pearls with personality. A classic, reinvented. Let's be honest, most of us grew up thinking pearls were reserved for weddings, Sunday best, or maybe the ladies who lunched at country clubs. But times have changed, and so have the pearls. In 2025, pearls are stepping out of the jewelry box and getting a fresh new attitude. They're being paired with chunky gold chains, woven through leather cords, even turned into playful charms on bold bracelets. It's elegance with just the right amount of edge, and I have to say, I love it. What makes them even better? Pearls are incredibly flattering on mature skin. Their soft, luminous glow adds warmth around the face and brings out that natural radiance we've earned over the years. And here's a little style secret from me to you. When you wear pearls with a twist, you look like a woman who knows tradition, but writes her own rules. Now that's timeless beauty. Trend number 3, statement earrings that light up your face. Now while we're on the topic of glow and grace, let's move just a little higher, to the ears. I don't know about you, but I've found that as the years go by, a great pair of earrings does more than just complete an outfit. It lifts the whole face, like a little facelift without the needles. Yes, please. Statement earrings are back in a big way this year. And not just for the runway or the bold personalities on TV. These pieces are meant for women like us, women with stories, with laughter lines, with wisdom in their eyes. And when you slip on a bold earring, something magical happens. You don't just look confident. You feel it. I've been having fun with styles that remind me of the 80s and 90s. Big hoops, sculptural shapes, even pieces with a pop of color. And before you think, that's too much for me, let me tell you. Our silver hair, our softened features, they actually make the perfect canvas. These earrings don't overwhelm us, they balance us. And if you wear glasses like I do, just choose shapes that hang a little lower or sit just right, so they frame your face without competing. It's all about harmony. And frankly, after 60, we've earned the right to wear jewelry that says, "Here I am." Trend number 4, cocktail rings that tell a story. Now let's take a little detour to our hands because they deserve some spotlight too. You know, I used to be shy about showing my hands. The lines, the spots, the way they've changed over time. But lately I've realized these hands have lived. They've held babies, planted gardens, comforted friends. And that makes them the perfect place to wear something bold. That's why I'm so excited about the return of cocktail rings in 2025. These aren't just rings, they're little bursts of personality. Whether it's a bright gemstone in a fun color or a vintage piece with a story behind it, Slipping one on makes you feel instantly pulled together. And the best part? There's no right finger to wear it on. Pop it on your index finger for a little sass, or on your ring finger just because it makes you smile. I recently found one with a deep green stone that reminded me of my backyard in spring. It makes me happy every time I glance down. If your hands have changed like mine, here's a tip. Oval or rectangular cuts tend to flatter and elongate the fingers beautifully. It's not about hiding anything, it's about celebrating the beauty that's already there, with just a little sparkle on top. Trend number 5, colored gemstones that bring out your spark. Speaking of sparkle, let's talk color. As we age, something fascinating happens. Our connection to color deepens. Maybe it's because we've spent a lifetime dressing for others, and now we're finally dressing for ourselves. Or maybe it's because we understand how powerful a pop of color can be, how it can lift your mood, brighten your outfit, and make you feel more you. That's why I'm loving this 2025 trend. Gemstones in vibrant hues, rich greens, soothing blues, colors that feel alive. You don't have to invest in expensive stones to enjoy it. There are beautiful options in both real and faux gems, and they all carry the same joy. For me, it's peridot and aquamarine. One reminds me of new beginnings, the other of calm, clear days. I've worn them on pendants, in earrings, even in rings, and they never fail to draw compliments. And here's the thing, when you find the right color for you, it doesn't just flatter your skin tone, it brings out that inner glow. The one you've earned through every year and every story. So whether you're a color lover or just dipping your toes in, this is the trend to play with. Because color, like confidence, only gets better with age. Trend number 6, diamond bezels that blend modern with classic. Now, if you're someone who loves a little sparkle but still appreciates clean lines and quiet elegance, this next trend might be just what you're looking for. Let's talk about diamonds, but not in the way we've always seen them. In 2025, it's all about the bezel setting. Instead of the traditional prongs, the diamond is encased in a thin rim of metal, like a soft hug around the stone. And let me tell you, there's something so calming about that. It feels secure, sleek, and timeless all at once. I've always loved the sparkle of a diamond, but sometimes prongs feel a bit too fussy for everyday wear. That's why I'm so drawn to bezels. You can wear them daily without worrying about snags, and they pair beautifully with both modern and vintage pieces. One of my favorite ideas? A delicate diamond bezel necklace, layered with a few chains you already love. Or a bracelet with just 1 or 2 bezel set stones. Subtle, but with that little wink of light that catches the eye. And if, like me, you're not quite ready to splurge on a real one, there are stunning options in cubic zirconia or lab-grown stones that give the same elegance. Because in the end, it's not about the price tag. It's about how it makes you feel. Trend number 7, classic watches making a graceful comeback. And speaking of timeless sparkle, what could be more timeless than a classic wristwatch? I know. These days everyone's checking the time on their phones or smartwatches. But let me tell you, there's something so satisfying, so grounded about glancing down at your wrist and seeing a beautiful timepiece. It's like a quiet reminder. I'm still here. I'm still in charge of my time. And now, in 2025, classic watches are making a lovely return. But not the oversized heavy ones we've seen in recent years. This time, they're smaller, more elegant, like the ones we wore in our younger days, but with a modern twist. I recently started wearing one again, just a simple leather strap and a round gold face, and I was surprised at how much joy it brought me. It made me stand taller. I even started pairing it with a thin gold bracelet, and suddenly, it looked like jewelry. Not just a watch, but part of the outfit. And here's what I love most, it feels intentional. When you wear a classic watch, you're telling the world that your time matters. That even in this busy digital age, you move with grace, not rush. So if you've got an old one tucked away in a drawer, maybe now's the time to bring it back, wind it up, polish it off, and let it remind you. Every minute is a moment worth wearing well. Trend number 8, jewelry that holds meaning. At this stage in life, style isn't just about looking put together. It's about wearing what matters. And in 2025, one of the most touching trends is jewelry that tells your story. Maybe it's your mother's old locket, a charm from your grandkids, or a ring that's followed you through decades of change. These aren't just pretty pieces, they're little keepsakes of who we are and who we've loved. I've been wearing a simple gold ring for my sister. It's small, but it holds her memory like nothing else can. And every time I glance at it, I feel grounded. So instead of following trends, this is the one that follows you. Because meaning never goes out of style. Trend number 9. Sustainable treasures from the past. Let's be honest, after a certain age, we know quality when we see it. We've lived through fast fashion and flashy trends, and now we're drawn to things that last. That's why I love this next trend, finding vintage or secondhand jewelry that still shines just as bright. It's not only sustainable, it's meaningful. Every piece has a history, and when you wear it, that story continues with you. Some of my favorite finds have come from flea markets, estate sales, even old drawers I hadn't opened in years. A chunky necklace from the 90s, a brooch that once belonged to my aunt. These pieces weren't trendy when I found them. They were timeless, waiting to be noticed again. And here's the secret. Older jewelry is often made better. Heavier chains, stronger clasps, more character. So while everyone else is chasing what's new, we get to rediscover what's enduring. So don't be afraid to shop your past. It just might become the most stylish part of your future. Trend number 10. Confidence, the sparkle that never fades. And finally, let's talk about the one thing that never goes out of style, confidence. You can wear the boldest earrings or the simplest pearl, but if you feel good in it, that's what people notice. That glow? It doesn't come from diamonds, it comes from knowing who you are. After 60, 70, even 80, we're not dressing to impress. We're dressing to express. We've earned the right to wear what we love, how we love it. So whether it's a vintage brooch, a layered chain, or your wedding ring from 40 years ago, wear it proudly. Because the most timeless trend of all is you. Closing. So there you have it. 10 jewelry trends for 2025 that aren't about chasing youth, but about celebrating where you are right now. Because true style doesn't fade with time. It deepens, it softens, and it shines from within. If any of these ideas sparked something in you, I hope you'll take a fresh look at your jewelry box and maybe rediscover a piece of yourself along the way. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to Golden Grace for more timeless style tips made just for women like you and like me. Let's keep shining together.